Hello, our dear mystery lovers. Welcome to our channel, Tuta Tarot. My name is Natasha.
And my name is Dina.
And today, Dina will be telling us about the Lovers.
It's a wonderful card. This is the 6th card of Major Arcana in Tarot deck. And what it means actually, there are two main plots, because earlier when we look at the older decks, like for example Marseille Tarot deck, we see that there is one man holding hands of two women. So actually it's about the choice. You have to choose. And in the older tradition, this card was called the choice. Now it is called the Lovers. So, for example, in the traditional card, we see two people, right? We see two people, a man and a woman. It's not like one man and two women anymore. But anyways, you still need to choose. So you can understand this card as a choice and as everything that relates to love. When, for example, what kind of keywords can come into my mind when I think about this card? It's lovers, emotions, pleasures, sex, entertainment. So if we are talking about key ideas, it's protection of the goddess Venus, friendship, love, sexual relations, feelings that dominate the mind. So sometimes it's not very good. So, what is the basic meaning of this card? The meaning of the Lovers indicates strong emotional experiences. They are usually viewed as positive, but not always. So it's when feelings, emotions overwhelm you, right? The card includes the whole range of emotions, from the most pleasant to the most terrible. The more emotions, the less a person is able to assess the reality. So if we are talking about negative aspect, a negative aspect of this card, it's inability to control your correct understanding of reality, right? Because you are overwhelmed with emotions. Very interesting card, the alchemy, right? So the card does not distinguish between love and sexual relationships. For this card, only the degree of emotional tension between people is important. Therefore, this card will never show an even relationship. For example, when we are talking about business and we get this card, it's not about actually business, it's about something more. So if our layout is about business and we see this card, something is in addition to business relationships between these two people or between these two companies. So if we are making a layout and we get this card as an outcome of our layout, it means that indeed the relationship is very positive, very emotional. We are talking about love here, or being or falling in love. If we get this card as an outcome in such a layout that was about my chances to start a good relationship. Is it a good moment or not? Definitely it is a very good moment. But yes, and for example, if we are posing a question, does he love me or does she love me, and you get this card as a final card of your layout, yes, he or she loves you indeed. If we are talking about family, it's not very good, because families are founded on something more, let's say, everyday and more tangible than just love, right? So it's not only household won't be maintained by one love only, right? So something else is needed in order to maintain household. So it's very good in order to start relationships, but it's not always good if you have this card as an outcome of your layout if you are already in relationships, because it may mean cheating on you. Why? If we remember the first meaning of this card as a choice, maybe your partner has somebody behind you. So if you want to start the relationship, this is an ideal card. If you are already in some relationship, you need to think twice. Okay, let's Let's go to the next point. As far as I remember, we usually discuss health, right? We usually discuss health, and it's an interesting card. So mostly it's about very good condition of health. But as people say, all diseases are from nerves and only syphilis is from love, right? So it means that if you have this card and you are thinking about your health, you should think about sexually transmitted diseases when you get this card. And sometimes, I just remember that sometimes it may indicate problems with hormones, right?
Okay.
Sometimes it can be disorders related to hormones. Let's talk about business. So if we are making a layout about business, is it a good card or not very good? First of all, if we want to open a particular business and we get this card, it should be something related to entertainment. It should be something related to pleasures, to giving pleasure to people. For example, Natasha, can you suggest me any kind of business that gives pleasure to people? I can suggest, for example, brothels, but maybe you can suggest something else.
I was going to say a movie theater.
Okay, so if we look at this card as a suggestion of what kind of business to open in order to be successful, this business should be related to giving people pleasures.
Okay. But not necessarily sexual pleasure.
No,
Okay.
not necessarily. No, it's like one of the suggestions.
Just fun. It's for fun.
It's for fun, yes. So you do something for fun, and this will bring you money. Also, if you have already your business and you want to ask the tarot deck how to improve it, you should be like a lover towards your customer, towards your client, towards your partner. You should please him or this company. You should give them some discounts. If, for example, children come with their parents who are your clients, you should give them balloons. So it's about entertainment, it's about pleasure, it's about giving joy to people. And also, we must understand that when we are in love, we mostly waste money. So it's not actually about making money. It's very difficult to, let's say, having this card, it's very difficult to predict gains. You will rather have expenses, and sometimes this card may talk about such expenses that are non-reasonable. For example, you spend your monthly salary on expensive alcohol, nightclubs, and something like that. So because it's about love, because you are overwhelmed with emotions, the same relates to business. You cannot be analytical while you are overwhelmed with emotions. So briefly speaking, this card is excellent for starting a relationship, romantic relationship, but it's not as excellent for your business. It's about spending money, not making it.
Okay, interesting. And so why is there often like a figure or a deity? This might be Cupid. Why
Yes, it's Cupid. Yes, it's Cupid. And this Cupid control, like, because we are overwhelmed with emotions, it's a blind thing, right? And you can see that, for example, Agent Cupid on this card is blind. So this is exactly what I was talking about. It's about blindness.
Okay.
You cannot control the reality. You cannot assess the reality correctly when you are in love. You cannot control your business, right? You cannot and you cannot understand your partner, his weak and strong points correctly when you are in love. So it's a kind of blindness, and this blindness is well depicted here.
And I also wanted to ask, in the Rider-Waite deck especially, the woman is looking up and he's looking towards her.
You know, I think I am not sure about this particular point, why they don't look at each other.
Could be, again, like you said, choices.
It's a choice. It's a choice indeed. It can be a choice, or it can be the demand of instruction from the higher deity. I think that the most natural way to show the lovers, it's like here, when people look at each other, or when they are like Bonnie and Clyde. Can you please help me with reading the inscription on this card?
It says the lovers, but here it says blood bound.
Yes, blood-bound, like Bonnie and Clyde, right?
And sort of, this one's interesting because the man is a dragon.
But in this alchemy deck, all the men are dragons, right? We don't have real men here. Like all the men are represented as dragons.
Very interesting.
So actually, it's a positive card, right? If we talk about the final understanding, it's a positive card, but mostly for your romantic projects, for creative projects, not for your business. This is actually what I wanted to say.
Okay. So, guys, which one of these cards is your favorite out of the ones that we have here?
Let's maybe repeat what kind of cards we have. So this is Gilded Tarot of Ciro Marchetti. This is Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. This is Old Visconti deck. This is Alchemy deck. The classical deck of Rider-Waite, Ciro Marchetti Grand Lux, and the Wise Spell.
I actually really like the Visconti deck. I like the...
This man looks so ugly. He's shorter than the lady. But anyways...
So you don't like the look of it, but I like how it looks very old.
You look...
It's classic.
For me, it's very classic. It's very classic. And in those times when it was produced for the nobility. It was a really gorgeous gift. So only very rich people could afford themselves to have such a gorgeous, let's say, piece of art.
Yeah. So Dina, which one is your favorite?
I like this one.
The alchemy deck.
The alchemy deck, yeah.
So please, our dear mystery lovers, let us know in the comments which one is your favorite. Thank you again for watching.
Thank you so much.
And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more.
See you again very, very soon.
Bye.